is quite obviously a fiery one, this one. And welcome to our Celtic viewers who have found the channel recently in our video on that. Liam Shaw has reportedly agreed that pre-contract agreement with Celtic and will become a Celtic player come the end of the season. Wednesday will be due around £300,000 in compensation. So if you look at potential for players, especially players who've had some championship minutes, that's nothing now.
No.
The Star also reported that Pulis said that there was Premier League interest, originally wouldn't say what. It's also, so it's worth pointing out that he had options in that regard. There was interest in him. And they also reported that at the time of this move and currently, Shaw is committed to helping Wednesday survive this season. Interestingly, there's still some controversy over whether it's actually happening. I think it is. It's pretty obvious, but I think Bannon's trying to keep the team together because Bannon came out and said, I can only speak for myself. I don't really want to get involved with other people. I don't think it's done. So there's a potential that the players don't even know and Shaw's not spoken to him about it, but I think it is done and they're trying to downplay it, in my opinion, on that one.
And to be fair, Celtic has actually come out and said in an interview on Wednesday about it being pretty much done.
Yeah, so Neil Lennon has confirmed it. He said that we've done that, moving on to the next one sort of thing. Right, I'm just going to throw this one over to you, and then I'm going to give you my opinion on it. So what is your opinion on it? Even if you've got a vibe of what mine might be, it doesn't have to be the same. We can disagree. Go for it.
I got a thing. I think the abuse he's getting for signing it is a bit stupid. Yes, he's a Wednesday fan. Yes, you want Wednesday fan to sign for the boyhood club, but I'm thinking in terms of him as a player further down the line. He may not get this opportunity to go to somewhere like Celtic. And you look what Celtic's done in the past with young players. They go on for big money, which will be annoying for us because we won't get that money. That pre-contract kind of thing, that's all the money we'll get. But I'm thinking of it as a player point of view. It's a big move for him. It's a good opportunity. It's a good opportunity for him to play at a different level and maybe play some European football. I still think we should still play him kind of thing. I don't want to have that, you can't play because you've not signed with us. But then again, like Dex said, it's a done deal pretty much. I can't see it changing. But if it does changes, some
Let's
fans
not even talk about it changing. It's done.
Yeah.
So we're going off that perspective.
So for me, I just say good luck to him. It's a shame he couldn't see himself at Wednesday for this, but good luck to him. I hope he had a good career.
Right, we're going to disagree for the first time massively on this podcast. I respect, and I have said publicly, do not abuse him on Twitter. Don't be an idiot. I draw the lines at any form of abuse, any indirect or direct abuse. Doesn't need it. Shouldn't be having it. End of. I put a poll out, and we'll talk about the poll, because my main question is not about the move, but does he deserve, the way this has gone down, despite him being willing to stay and fight for the club, does he deserve to pull on that Sheffield Wednesday shirt again this season? Right?
Yeah.
I don't think he does. And it's not because I don't wish him well and all of that. I do think some of it's been a little bit sad going, oh, he's only doing what's best for him, all of this, you do this. I genuinely don't think at 19 years old as a footballer, and I'm not a footballer at 19 years old, but if I was in that situation playing for my boyhood club, I don't think I'd jump ship this early in this situation unless I could see behind the scenes that something massively was wrong at the club. And I was thinking I'll come back later down the line, and Celtic is a great move. I'm not putting any shade on Celtic, by the way. I understand why he has made this move. I understand why Celtic would come in for him. In fairness, we've only seen, he's played 16 matches?
Yeah.
And he's most of them were sub-appearances, only started a few times for us. When he played Stoke as well, after when all this kicked off, he was awful that match.
Yeah, he was bad.
Absolutely awful. Couldn't string passes together. So it's a case of, in my opinion, I don't think he's there. I don't think his head's there. And if his head's there, he shouldn't be pulling on that Wednesday shirt. Let alone the fact that there's thousands of Wednesday fans that if they were footballers would want to play for the club. Look at Barry Bannon, who's just signed a new contract. For me, and I think this would be really bad from Celtic's point of view, and I don't think this would be a great thing if we did that for them, I'm putting him with the 23s for the rest of the season and focus on players that are going to be here and build on it. Because the fact he has agreed so early on in the season, we've still got players with contracts running out, right? but they haven't done any pre-contract stuff yet. None of that's been reported. As soon as that gets reported, we'll be talking about it. Liam Shaw has spoken about it as early as January and he's gone in February when we're still in this. I don't care if he's willing to survive the battle, the relegation battle, and put it in for us. He knows he's got a cushy Champions League, Europa League club to go to and try and break his way into there. So in my opinion, he doesn't deserve to pull on the Wednesday shirt. I think he will, though. I think that looking at the squad depth, he'll play him, even though I would rather see someone like Deli Basharu get the place now.
Which is really weird because I want to see more of Deli Basharu because I think he got something to him and we've not seen anything from him yet.
No, exactly. I also understand that we've had 305 votes on our community poll. I said Liam Shaw has signed for Celtic. He's apparently committed to helping Wednesday survive this season. For you, does he get to play for Wednesday again? Now, this was split, but it fell in your favour of he should be playing for us this season. And I understand there's probably going to be a bit of heat from this. It's a very divisive topic. I am not expecting it to not be. But 305 votes, 58% have swung yes, he should play for us, 42% have swung no. So in our community especially as well, they're swinging against my view there. However, looking at it, I thought, if he plays like he did against Stoke, that is the idea of and nobody was great at Stoke, right? But everybody was, for some reason, Shaw's become the best player ever when he's not played for us that much. And I think it's because of the speculation.
And I think that's the weird thing, because people going, oh, they've seen 15 games of him. How can they make a judgment? It's like, they'll look out at him for a while.
No, exactly.
And this is the thing, people like, they've seen 15, we don't know how long they've had their eye on him. It could be that they've had their eye on him and they may have been already going to get him at this point anyway, if he hadn't gone to the first team anyway. It just happened to be that we've had a big injury crisis at times and we needed some players out the youth academy to play. And he just had his chance.
I am struggling, right? I am struggling with the people fishing. And I think they either genuinely mean this or they're fishing for likes. The people that are going, oh, well, we can't even blame the lad. And it's obviously a lot of people want to look at the state of the club and the management. And yes, Bannon and him are at different points of the career. They can see what's going on behind it. But it's weird that we can tie down Bannon, who's been with us for 6 years and is our captain, who could go somewhere else and actually is more proven, you know, to actually go off and do something. And we've signed him, yet a supposed lifelong Wednesday fan at 19, when he could have just signed a year's extension and see how it went, you know, with clauses in the contract. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that as a Wednesday fan.
When you think about the stuff we've done in the past with Hurt and Sean Clare, it's because we put really bad offers in terms of money to them.
That's
so it
the only
makes
thing
me
I'm
wonder,
thinking.
have we put another bad offer in terms of wages? And obviously, Celtic are going to blow whatever we can give to them out the water.
Completely.
Really.
Yeah, so, and it's not like it's, even though Celtic, I was speaking to some of the fans about it because I wanted their insight and what they thought. They've heard nothing about him really, and they're asking us all the questions. We don't know enough. That's our honest opinion to you. That's not because he's leaving us. I've been saying it all along. We have not seen him enough to give an actual... That's the thing that's frustrating me about everybody running to his defence, going like, oh, well... Anybody would think he's just done a testimonial for us and he's done so much for us and now he's going on a free, right? And it's like, oh, well, he's done his best for us. You know what? No hard feelings. Off you go. That is what it feels like on half of social media at the minute. For me, I'm like, come on. He's played like 16 times, including sub appearances, not being consistent, had some great matches and shown a lot of potential. And he's off at the first sniff of interest when times get bad at Sheffield Wednesday. For me, that's not what a lifelong Sheffield Wednesday fan does. I'm sorry.
I know what you mean. And for us, this is perfect because we rarely have a heated debate going on.
No, I know.
It's just this is lovely.
Should I put heated in the title? Should we full on go for it? But no, I'm saying it from a perspective of we're both obviously lifelong Sheffield Wednesday fans, right? And I understand money is a thing. I understand the Celtic link's a thing. I also understand the move.
We can see both sides. This is the thing. We both... Because I got my side in this pod, but I'm listening to him. I can understand his side as well of going, yeah, he's a lifelong Wednesday fan. Why wouldn't you want that? For me, it got to be something in the contract and stuff. And we have been known for ages as often youth team players really either bad deals or we've given them whatever they wanted and then they're still gone. So I don't know if in that sense, do we need to learn how to put good contracts in front of youth team players?
Even if it's as simple as, it could be this. Celtic have currently got bigger prospects than Sheffield Wednesday. That's obvious. I understand the move from that perspective, right? Would you want to play for Sheffield Wednesday or Celtic at the minute? Probably Celtic, right? There's more career opportunities there. However, the whole point for me and the topic around it should be, he shouldn't be playing for us at the minute. If we get any signs that his head's not there, which Stoke would say about it, all this controversy is not going to help him. For me, stick him in the under-23s, focus on the talent coming up and the talent that we can actually get to retain here, right? Rather than develop a player for another club, no offence, Celtic, and then he goes off and we've lost him.
I have seen from some Celtic fans who have gone, they don't understand why he's coming because their youth is jumping ship left, right and centre out of their academy. They lost some big academy players and they said, I don't get why he's not staying at Wednesday because a lot of our youth are going because they're not getting a chance. They're not getting game time. And there's some really good youth team players leaving Celtic. And this whole situation, they quite don't understand why he's going. If you know what I mean.
Your partner's a Celtic fan as well, so you've obviously got the inside track on that one as well.
Oh yeah, that caused a lot of debate in our household this week.
Well, here's the thing. Liam Shaw doesn't deserve any abuse. I can see the perspective from a career move. I draw the line at the fact that I think from a Wednesday perspective, we need to stick him in the 23s and start putting some respect back on this badge. We should not let a 19-year-old player come in and upset the team like this by going to Celtic and signing a pre-contract in February when we're amidst a relegation battle. If we are going to be the club size that we were, and we are going to have the stature that we were, we are not to be held to ransom by a player who is 19, says he's a Wednesday fan, and has played 16 or 17 games. We should not be treating him like a club legend.
It really feels like the whole her situation all over again. Yeah,
and that was a name, you know. And obviously showed the promise, and that was, for me, this one. It seems quieter. I think it'd be better for him to go and play with the 23s and get out the spotlight a little bit. He might have gone on and bagged a hat trick at Birmingham, and if he has, I'm pretty sure we'll have dubbed that in or put a text over this or something. No, he didn't do that. But even so, if he performs for us, unless he is absolutely exceptional for us, I don't want to see him play for the first team when we need fighters and people who are here for the long term, you know? For me, at the minute, it's not the right move. Celtic, you might have a potential decent player on your books if he does live out to those couple of matches we've seen him. He's tall, he seems powerful, he also seems to be but his first touch isn't always the best. I think he needs to work on that. But I reckon you've got a midfielder that could develop into a player there if you've got the right youth set up to bring him through. I just feel like we need to stop giving him all the praise like he's a Wednesday legend when he's gone at the first sniff of interest. That's my bottom line.